round into the straight on the first circuit. And it's Mountain Crash and My Dominion. These two from Mynah Key and Harbour Bazaar, and Brown Windsor over on the far rail with Rapier Thrust, and these being followed by Emo Forever. And Agathyst well there too. Really closely grouped as they set out on another full circuit. My Dominion, Mountain Crash, Mynah Key, Harbour Bazaar, Rapier Thrust, Brown Windsor, Agathyst, Emo Forever on the inside. Then these stripes of Ruby Flight. Celtic Time is well with them too. And Clochine is still 29th of the 29 as they run downhill. My Dominion in the lead. My Dominion from Mountain Crash on the inside. Mynah Key on the outer, Rapier Thrust going well, Agathyst also. Tracking Agathyst is Emo Forever. Brown Windsor going well on the inside. Over the 8th, Ruby Flight not far behind the leaders, and Rapier Thrust and Mark Dwyer have taken it up now. Rapier Thrust and Mark Dwyer from My Dominion, then Mynah Key. Behind Mynah Key is Mountain Crash. Then comes Agathyst and Brown Windsor and Motivator and Emo Forever. The stripes there are Ruby Flight on the outside. And Pragada making quite good progress too. Over the 9th, Rapier Thrust, carrying a penalty for his recent success, has got about a 3-length advantage now as they swing left-handed and begin the race towards the 4th from home, with Rapier Thrust clear of Mynah Key in 2nd. Then comes Ruby Flight and Pragada and Agathyst and Anamore's Daughter and Emo Forever on the inside. 4 from home that. A slow jump there by Emo Forever, who lost ground at that flight. Rapier Thrust with the advantage. From in 2nd place, Mynah Key. Then comes Ruby Flight. Behind Ruby Flight, making good progress, Pragada, then Anamore's Daughter, then Agathyst, and then comes Emo Forever. They're racing down the hill now, and as they do so, it's Rapier Thrust being pressed by Mynah Key. And making ground, Pragada over on the far side, and the top weight King's College Boy coming there too, also Motivator over that one. Mynah Key, Rapier Thrust giving way there. Mynah Key has the advantage from Agathyst. Pragada, King's College Boy is still making ground, and Ruby Flight is coming right back into the picture. But it's Mynah Key, 2 out with a fractional advantage on the inside. Mynah Key with the lead over on the far side. Pragada, Ruby Flight jumps it well. Mynah Key on the inside, Ruby Flight, Pragada, then comes Anamore's Daughter, and then comes Agathyst. They're racing into the home turn now, and on the far side, it's Mynah Key. On the near side, it's Pragada. Pragada on the near side, Mynah Key on the far side. Ruby Flight between horses. Pragada's going to land in the lead. Pragada by a length in the lead at the final flight, being pressed by Ruby Flight. It's Pragada racing up towards the line, and another triumph for Josh Gifford coming up here is 3rd at the meeting. Pragada striding away from Mynah Key and Ruby Flight as they come to the line. Pragada wins it in tremendous style. Going to be 2nd is Mynah Key, and 3rd is Ruby Flight, and 4th was Cona Glen. And so the 1, 2, 3, 4 in the 15th running of the Coral Golden Final is first, number 10, Pragada, owned by Mrs. MGL McGlone and Mr. E.V. McGlone, trained by Josh Gifford and ridden by Richard Rowe. 2nd was number 23, Mynah Key, owned by Mrs. David Clark, trained by Simon Christian and ridden by Ronnie Beggan. And 3rd was number 8, Ruby Flight, owned by Mr. R.J. Eckley, trained by Richard Eckley and ridden by Peter Scudamore. 4th was number 15, Cona Glen. So a 3rd of the meeting for Josh Gifford puts him on the 69 mark. 2nd at the festival for Richard Rowe.